Hello and welcome to DVxUI. Today in this one, the video is going to be interesting because I'm going to tell you that how you can make this 3D website in Figma. So are you ready? So as you can see here we have a design in which there is a 3D element and it moves. So how can we make it in Figma? Let's learn. So before diving deep, it is important to understand what we have been given on this Figma screen. So when you create a new file, suppose I have created a new file with the name YouTube Designs, you get this window opened up. Now on this window on the left panel we have pages, and under pages I have created one page which is YouTube. What you can do is you can click on this plus icon and create a new page. Now here I have layers. So under layers I can find all the layers that I have. So suppose if I draw a frame like this, then under layers it should be visible. So as you can see, frame 1 is visible over here. Now let me delete this frame because we don't need it, and let me tell you more about this resources frame. So let's go to this resources frame first by double clicking on this grid icon. So here I have all the resources that I'm going to be using while designing, and if you see, I have a black box over here. If I press a shortcut, it is going to say it aloud. This is the only function of this black box. Now let me tell you more about this right panel. So suppose if I take a rectangle and drop it over here, let's increase the size so that we can see it better. And now you will see if I deselect it, nothing appears. But if I select it, options appear over here. Well, with these options, I can handle the appearance of this rectangle. So suppose if I want to change the corner radius to 1200, I can do that, and it has been changed into a circle. So this is how this right panel works. Now I think enough of instructions, let's dive deep into the design part. So for our design, what we need first is we need a frame. So we will go here in this grid icon, click on it, and here instead of phone, we will go to the desktop and select this desktop over here. So this will drop a frame. Now this frame is quite small. So how to make it large? Well, obviously you can stretch it from here and make it large, but I don't want to lose the dimensions. So I will undo this first, and then I will go here in this grid icon and double click it. Now this will fit it perfectly to my screen. Now let's start with the background first. So the background is currently white, which I don't want. So I will select it, go to this fill color and change the background color to the color I want. So I want this blackish theme, an absolute black color. Now this is here, and the next thing that we want is a circle, basically a gradient circle. Let me tell you how we can make it. So I will take a circle by pressing O on my keyboard and drop it over here. And from the dimensions, I will change the dimension of this circle. First of all, let me clip it. So by clipping it, if I change the height, the width will be changed. So let's change the height to 1360. So as you can see, the width also has been changed. Let me put it in the middle by using this option which says align vertical centers. And now I will put in the left, so use left align, and I will put it more to the left, something like this. So half of the circle is over here and half of the circle is right here. I guess we can push it a bit more maybe. Yeah, this looks great. Now I will select it and provide a color which is our primary color. And now I will go to this option which is gradient, and from the linear I will select radial, and now here in the radial I'm going to change the opacity to 60. So now this looks like a gradient circle, but this is not influencing. Well, I don't want it to look like this. So I will select it again go to this radial, and here in this darker color, what I can do is, instead of 100, I will make it 0. So the opacity of this color is going to be 0. So yeah, now it looks attractive. So this is what we wanted. Now let me lock this circle over here so that it does not interfere with whatever I'm going to do with this section over here, because later on I'm going to be designing the hero text over here. So the circle is locked. Now let's select this desktop and go to this option which says layout grid. From the grid, switch to columns, and in the count write 16, and in the margin write 100. So these red bars has appeared, and these are going to guide us throughout the process of designing so that I don't lose the alignment. So now everything is done about the background. Now let's start working with the elements of this hero section. So the first of all, we will work with the header part, and a header typically contains 3 elements. The first element is the site name, the second element is the nav links, and the third element is a button. So let's start with the site name first, and then we will design the rest of the two. So for the site name, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a text by pressing T on my keyboard, and here I'm going to write X. Well, this is very small, so I will select it, and from this typography, make sure the font family is outfit. Semi-bold is not going to be good, so I will change it to medium, and instead of 12, let's go with 56 and change the color to the color which we want. Now I will make a copy, drop it over here, and here I'm going to write zone, but this is quite large, so I will select it and change the font size to 32. Select both of these, put them in auto layout, and from here what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this alignment. So I want to align them at the bottom. So now zone is at the bottom, but I don't want this much of the bottom. So I will drop the idea of aligning it with auto layout. So let's just go back. Now let's do it manually. Let me zoom in first. Take it down something like this, give it some space, and now change the color to white. So the hex code of the white color is FF, which is basically 6 Fs, but Figma is intelligent enough to guess that you are talking about the white color. Now select both of these and put them in a group instead of auto layout. So now this is done. I will take it and place it over here. Now, while selecting this, I will hold Alt and move my cursor over here. So this will tell me what is the gap over here. Currently it does not. So let me zoom in over here, select it again, and now check it. So now as you can see, this gap is 50. Let me show you again. This gap is 50, but we want it to be 40. So I will select it, hold Shift and hit arrow left. And now this gap is 40. So this is great. This is what we wanted. So the site name is created. Now the next thing is the nav link. So for the nav links, what we are going to do is we are going to take a text, and here we are going to write few of the text, which are home with capital H, and then we are going to write features, then we are going to write pricing, and then we are going to write at last contacts. So yeah, this is done. Now I will select all of them, and from here I will change their appearance. So the size is quite big, so let me make it 22. Medium is good. And now let me also put them in auto layout. So as you can see, an auto layout has been provided, which is a type of wrap, but I want it on the horizontal only. So I will select this option, and the width is occupied till here only, but go here and make it hug content. So now the complete width is occupied. This is good. Now select it, put it at the middle by using this option which says align horizontal centers, and now put it up, something like this. Now let me provide some padding to this nav links. Let me zoom in first so that we can see it better. So in the padding, for the horizontal I'm going to provide 14, and for the vertical I'm going to provide 12. I know the padding is not visible, so for that I'm going to provide a stroke of white color with the opacity of 30%, and the corner radius is going to be full. So just hold shift and keep increasing the value by using the up key. So this is done. Now what we can do is we can select this home, reduce the size a bit, maybe 20, and put this in an auto layout separately. So add auto layout. Now the padding is going to be 16. The vertical padding is going to be 4, and fill it with the color so that we can see it. But first let's provide it corner radius of, let's say, 20, and change the color of home to black so that we can see it. So yeah, this is great, but what we can do is I think we can provide some horizontal padding more. So let's select it, and instead of 14 let's go with 18. Yeah, 18 is good. Now let's zoom out, select it, make sure it is at the middle, push it up. Yeah, this is done. Now we are on the third part, which is creating a button for the header. So go here, this is an easy part. Take a text, write register, select it, font size is going to be 22, provide an auto layout. The padding in the horizontal is going to be 22, in the vertical it is going to be 14. Fill it with the primary color and make sure the radius is full. This is great, and we will put it at the middle. Yeah, the gap is 60 but we want 40, so shift right, and now it is 40. So this is great. Now select both of these, and these are not at the middle, so I will select this option and align them at the middle. So now they are perfectly aligned. Let's zoom out, and yeah, this looks great. Now let's start working with the hero text. So take a text, and here I'm going to write 100k users in 1 month. Select it, change the font size to 18, medium is good. The opacity of the color is going to be 70, and what we can do is we can put an emoji over here. So Windows and dot for the emojis, and use this celebration emoji, which is also called parting face. Provide a space, and now I will provide auto layout to this text. The padding in the horizontal is going to be 12, in the vertical it is going to be 8, and provide it a stroke of white color with the opacity of 30, and the corner radius is going to be full. So this is great, and now let me align it over here, and let's work with the hero text. So here I'm going to write step into the, and select this text, change the font size to 80, medium is good, put it over here, something like this, make sure the alignment is correct. Yeah, this is good. And now select it, copy paste, put it over here, and here I'm going to write future. Select it, and now we need to change the font family. So from the outfit, I'm going to go with the overpass mono. Change the font size to 136. This is good. Let me align it. And here I'm going to highlight the U with the primary color. This one as well. And here I will highlight the step. So yeah, this is good. Now we need a dummy text over here for the description of this website. So we will go to the new tab, and here I'm going to write lorem ipsum.io. In this website, I will select this much of the text, copy it, go here, take a text and drop it over here. Now select it, change the font size to 18 with light font weight, put it over here, something like this, and let's reduce the width. This is good, but this is quite influencing. I don't want this to be this much influencing. So what I can do is I can select this, and from the opacity I can reduce down it to 70%. This is basically a law of UX where you utilize the hierarchy to guide the user and make the website usable. So now this is done. Now we need two CTAs over here. CTA is basically call to action buttons. So we are going to design them over here. So now zoom in, take a text and write get with capital G, get started, select it, make it medium, provide auto layout as always. From the padding, provide 22 by 14, fill it with the primary color and a complete corner radius. Put it over here, make a copy of it because we need a secondary button. And now we are going to change this appearance. First of all, let's remove this fill, provide a stroke of white with 30% of the opacity. Change the text to our pricing. And now let's see. So yeah, this looks great. And let's take a line, put it over here, and the width is going to be 530. So transform angle is 0. Opacity is going to be again 30%. You see, I'm following the consistency throughout the website. So all the borders and the lines are 30% with the opacity with weight of 1. So this is what you need to keep in your mind while designing. Let me put it up. And now here I'm going to write 500k, select it, font size 64, semi bold, copy paste, right here world wide, not word but wide users, select it again, and the font size is going to be 24. Put it over here, something like this, select both and align them perfectly. So yeah, this is great. Maybe we can put it a bit down, this one as well. Yeah, this is perfect. And now we need people over here. So do you remember I showed you some people from the resources? So let's close this, go to resources, copy this, go to desktop again and paste it. Let me tell you the configuration. So what is happening over here is this is a group, and inside this group we have 3 frames. So these are the 3 frames. Let me select one. And now this frame has the width this and a corner radius of this, which we are definitely going to be changing. But then inside this frame, I have a picture which can be seen over here. So this was the configuration of this group. Now select it, hit K on your keyboard, and make sure this double-headed arrow must come, and now use Shift to reduce the size till the height is 215. So it is 211, which is also great, not that much of a problem. Let me align it over here. So yeah, this is great. And now this part is done. Let me select all of them, put them something like this so that it looks better. And yeah, this is good. Now comes the main part of this video, the part for which you all are here. So to design that 3D part, we need a rectangle first. So take a rectangle, drop it over here. Let me provide the stroke of white and remove this fill color. We will be removing this stroke as well, but for now we want to see it on this black canvas. That is why I have this white border. Now let's select it, change the dimension first, clip it from here. The dimension is going to be 762 by 762. Put it at the middle, move it till here, put it a bit down, something like this, and this is done. So now to get that 3D element, what we need to do is we need to open our tab and go to a website which is Spline Community. Well, this is Spline and it is very popular nowadays. This is used to create 3D websites. So you can utilize all these options from here, and from them I'm going to select this one because this matches the website vibe. And here I will go to Remix and it will ask me to create an account. So I will just Google sign in. So yes, I have signed in successfully, and now I'm back again with this page. So let me go here again, go to Remix, and here, well, I don't want to upgrade, I don't have money, so skip it. We don't need tutorials, we are experts. So now we have this 3D element over here. Well, you don't have to touch it anything from here. You just have to go to export and you just need to go to public URL, switch to place settings, and from here hide the background. Make sure the PG color is hidden. So now update the public URL. The URL has been updated. Go to overview. This is our URL that we are going to be using. So copy the link, or we can copy the embed. Now go back to your design. Well, first of all, let me remove this layout grid. We don't want it. So from here, hide it. And let me also provide some corner radius of 24 so that it looks better. And now I will right click, go to plugin, manage plugins, and here I will search for a plugin which is Anima. This is our plugin. Go here, run it. This will also ask us to create the account. So just create it, it is free. So we are directed on this Anima website. Let's sign in with the Google again. And so it is asking me to connect my Figma. I want to do it because I want to work on the Figma. And now the login has been completed. So let's get started. And here I have all my project, but I don't want to do something here. So let's go back to the YouTube. and here I will switch it and then go to this option which is embed code, select it, and let me confirm it once again. So I will close it first, go to this rectangle, select it, right click, go to plugins and then Anima, go to embed code, and here we will drop the code that we copied from the spline. You can go again if you lost it, so here, and copy this embed code, go to this Figma and paste it. Now save it, and now you can preview it. Let's make it 75 so that we can see clearly. Well, this is great and it is interacting with my cursor as well, but there is this border which looks ugly. So let's remove that first. So cross it. So to remove this border, I have selected the rectangle, and from here I will remove it. So now again I will select this rectangle, right click, go to plugins and then Anima, and here I already have the embedded link, so I don't have to copy the link again and again. I will just go to the preview and look at the website. So yeah, now as you can see, here we have our beautiful website, and this is also interacting with the cursor, which looks quite great. So this is what we wanted with the design, but did you notice we lost the line over here? Let's see why it happened. So here is the line, make sure it is at the top. Let's select that rectangle once again, right click, go to plugins and then Anima, and then preview it. Make it 75. Well, again, we don't have the line. Maybe it is a render issue. But as promised, we are done with this 3D website. You can utilize various elements from this spline to create your website. You can see from here. You can also see them from the main page. So you have all these components which you can utilize. The procedure is same. Copy the link, go to Anima, paste it, and have your 3D website. So this was all for this video. I hope you liked this design, and if you did, consider doing one thing. I don't want to like this video, I don't want you to subscribe my channel, I just want to join this Telegram group. Well, in this Telegram group, you will find designers who can help you throughout the designing process. So you can learn from them, you can review their websites, you can get your website reviewed by them, and many more things. So just join this Telegram group. I'll be waiting for you there. And I'm also excited to see your version of this website. So make sure you do it. We will meet in the next one. Till then, bye bye.